Biodiversity and its conservation. So far, we discussed biodiversity, endangered species, extinct species, etc. Origin of biodiversity. Now we will discuss origin of biodiversity. The word biodiversity was first coined by the entomologist E. O. Wilson in 1986 in a report for the first American Forum on Biological Diversity organized by the National Research Council. The word biodiversity was suggested by him by the staff of NRC to replace biological diversity, considered to be less effective in terms of communication. Since 1986, the term and the concept have achieved widespread use among biologists, environmentalists, political leaders, and concerned citizens worldwide. It coincided well with the expansion of concern over extinction observed in the last decades of the 20th century. Biodiversity originated due to some of the natural calamities, earthquakes, floods, and invasion of some of the organisms. Invasive organisms. What is meant by invasive organisms? Invasive species are animals or plants from another region of the world that don't belong in their new environment. They can be introduced to an area by ship ballast water, accidental release, and most often by people. Invasive species can lead to the extinction of native plants and animals, destroy biodiversity, and permanently alter habitats. How do they affect nature? Think about all of the many working parts of a car. If you take one part away from the car, it might break down and stop running. This is very similar to how an ecosystem works. An ecosystem is a big community of living things and their physical environment. If an animal or plant dies off, that could mean danger for the rest of the ecosystem. For example, what would happen to the rabbit population if grass and leafy greens start disappearing? Let's see. Let's say a new animal, animal X, moves in. Animal X also eats grass and leafy greens. Now rabbits are in competition with Animal X. If Animal X starts eating the rabbit's supply of grass and leafy greens, that means some rabbits will either starve, move away, or simply not grow in population. Animal X is living very comfortably, and before you know, it has taken over the whole area. As a result, rabbits have vanished. But wait, foxes hunt rabbits and squirrels for food. So now the foxes must eat only squirrels. As a result, the squirrel population is decreasing too. Do you see the chain reaction that could happen as a result of an invasive species? They hurt the biodiversity of an environment. This means that there isn't as much of a wide variety of living things anymore.